Okay, so we are going to start with this. We're going to replace the USB-C charging port on this motherboard. And what I normally do is apply a little bit of soldering paste. It's going to be a low grade. It's 180 grades degrees. I'm sorry. Just put it on the pins. And then we're going to use the iron to work on that. Now we're going to apply a little bit of flux. We apply a little bit of flux on right by the pin to help out. Alright, so we're gonna change the grade, the old one with the new one, mix it up, and it'll be easier for us to remove it. Now we're gonna use our iron. We are just gonna make sure it's gonna be mixed with the other one, making sure it's nice and combined with the old one. Just let it sit there for a little bit so it melts. Go to the next one. We keep doing the same. Keep doing it. All of the pins. I didn't put any on this one right here, so I'm gonna have to apply a little bit. Let's go to this one right here. Make sure it's gonna be nice and hot in there. And we go to the next one. And then we go to this one. As you can see right now, it's taking a long time for it to right here to melt. It's because we are keeping or using the old one still. You want to apply a little bit on the corner and then a little bit over here. Maybe just a little bit more. Right there. And just let it sit there for a little bit. And now we go to this side right here. We just keep doing that one right there, and then now in the back where all the pins are right here, I'm not gonna put any soldering paste. I'm just gonna apply flux. See if we can melt it. To melt the old one. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna end up applying a little bit. I just don't want to make it too messy. But it looks like we need it. Just because the pins are hiding inside it. It should be good. Applying heat, keeping it there. Alright, and now I'm gonna check the other side, see how it looks. Maybe apply a little bit of heat on this one to help. You can see that the soldering paste turns silver, like all shiny. It means it's all fused. You can see it's moving right now, so it should be good to remove. This one is not. I'm gonna leave a little bit more heat in there until it's completely fused with the old one and the new one. I'm gonna end up applying a little bit flux to help in this area, so we are good to remove it. Alright, so right here we go. Let's keep it there. As you can see, it's turning shiny. So it's melting and it's going through, mixing with the old one. So let it sit there for a little bit. And then now we go to the little pins right here in the back. You can see they turn shiny right away, meaning it's ready to melt with the hot air. This process will save you a headache, because you will be melting this one, changing the temperature of melting down. It'll be way easier for you to remove it with the heat one. Okay, I believe these ones are also. I'm not sure if those two right here are the ones. Let me just see. Yeah, so these two right here. These pins right here need to be removed as well. See how easy it is to move. If it doesn't move that easy, just give it a little more time. There we go. So for this one right here, this one has a few different pins. Okay, one more time. See, that one is moving. This one moves very fast. This one moves and melts very fast. And so is this one right here. Alright. So once we're done with that one, we're going to try the hot air. To remove it. Okay, it's taking a little longer right there. It's not coming out. There we go. That's all we needed to do, and yes, for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you the pin. This is the charging port in the back. It has so many different pins right there that you have to make sure you get the right one. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead, clean this up and then install the new one. Alright, let's see if we can use a little bit of soldering wick. Alright, we want to make sure it's going to be nice and fused. I'm going to wait for the iron to warm up. I'm going to clean the leftover. You can see You leave it just for a little bit, and that'll make the holes nice and clean. So when you put the new one, you won't be having issues, especially the little holes where the other pins go. So you just leave it there, just let it sit for a little bit. The temperature and the wick will do the job. Alright, so we continue. Sometimes the cleaning is what it takes longer, and you must have to, you gotta be careful, be patient. There's no rush, and don't scrape. Just move the wick from one side to the other. Okay, we go to the next one right here. Another one. And this last two over here, probably just cut the little tip in here. This one is taking a little longer, so I'm gonna leave this one sitting there for a little bit, so the wick sucks the soldering, just like that, and it should be good. Alright, this one is taking a little longer. I might end up applying a little bit more. And it looks like all of the holes are uncovered. So when we get the new one, we just place it, apply the soldering, and it should be good. I think this one needs a little bit more. Just let it sit in there for a little bit. There we go. And then we can go to the next one. Just let it sit for a minute. we go. Nice and clean. Nice and clean, and you can see through. So that's good. Okay, so should be good for right now. If you wanna order the part for this one, make sure you get the right one, because there is couple of versions. So there's two versions of it. If you don't get it, if you don't get the right one, you're gonna have issues. That's the main reason I'm removing this one right now in advance before I order it, because I don't want to run into those issues. So should be it for right now. I'm just gonna go ahead, clean. I'm gonna use a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. To do the cleaning, remove the old plugs. Okay. Now we go to the other side. Apply a little bit of isopropyl. Start cleaning it. So you can see this one's still covered. Let me see. This is the little ball. Alright, and it should be almost good to go. And this one, it's nice and clean. You can see through the holes, and we're just gonna wait for the new part to arrive. Double check your work. Just cleaning a little bit more on this side. So it looks right there. I believe this is one right here. There's some little bit of soldering right there. Need to remove. Apply a little bit of flux right there. This is one of the pinholes that are still has some solder. There we go. Alright, so it should be it for right now. I'll give you guys the second video when I get the other part, and when I install it. So remember, always remove your parts before you order them, so you don't take longer to get them repaired. Otherwise, if you get the wrong one, you end up with one that is not going to be the one you need, and then you're going to end up taking more time. So I'm just trying to remove something that is stuck in here. It's like a little soldering. Oh, there we go. This thing. I don't want it to leave it there, and then it's gonna be an issue later. So that's it. This is the old one right here, as you can see, and we got the matching parts right here. Okay, so we have this one. This one is the new one. I'm gonna install the new one in, so everything is clean, and we are just going to match the ports. So everything should be in. Okay, and I apply a little bit of a micro solder right there, just for the little pins, and everything seems to be aligned. Make sure everything is nice and sitting all the way, so that's a good thing. That's going to be a good thing right there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to apply a little bit of micro soldering paste. I'm just checking under the microscope to see if everything is aligned. Alright, so I'm going to apply a little bit of mechanic soldering, like this kind. Let me see, my tweezers are going to be over here, and I just need a little bit. To put in one of the little posts. Just to keep it down. Okay, so that's gonna be there, and I have my iron, and then I'm just gonna push down. So to make sure everything is in place, it's not moving or anything, and then I'm just gonna put some heat. Just like so. Alright, so we have one down. Now it's not moving, it's not going anywhere. And I'm gonna check the other side to see that everything is aligned. Yep, everything seems to be good. Good. Now since this one has the pins in, I'm gonna apply a little more from this side, some soldering, and then I'm just going to put some right here, and then some right here. and then some of it over this side. Alright, now some of a little more on this side. You just need to make sure that this piece is going to be pushed in. For that, I'm just going to use this little device to make sure that it's going to sit properly and it's going to have a good fit when we apply the heat. Alright, this should be good right there. I'm just going to apply a little bit more of paste. Right here on the pins. Covering all the holes so this solder goes in place. Just making sure. Sometimes this gets a little messy, but we can always clean it. Normally the bigger holes require more solder paste or soldering paste, so we apply a little bit more in there, just like so, and if we always need more we can apply more. So this is basically how it looks, full of paste, and this is where everything is going to start working. So we're going to use air, and you can see how the paste is going to turn all shiny. Alright, let's go. Just applying a little bit heat all over the place so everything starts melting. There we go. Just like so. And then if you need a little more, you can always use more. Now you want to have to check for there is no any breaches. And you can always clean those with an iron. Okay, just applying heat all over the area so everything goes in. There we go. Should be good right there. Okay, now we have a couple of, just one bridge that needs to be fixed. So I'm going to show you. That's going to be this one right here. There's going to be right here, one right here. Maybe you're not able to see it. There's like a little one together, and what we can do is just use the iron and split it. Good. Alright, so that's gonna be it. Everything seems to be good. This is the other side. I'm just checking under the microscope. All the pins are melt and everything is touching. There's no breaches. And this is how it looks. There's like a little extra solder here. That one can be removed with our soldering wick. There we go. So everything is touching everything. That's how it looks now. Nice and clean. So that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks again. See you next time.